Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just throwing down, I'm finally upgrading that chemical reactor that I had in there that has been doing our things since I think about HV. So I'm finally upgrading this. Now, I ended up kind of throwing this over here by all my active crafting multi-blocks. I was thinking about kind of throwing it over there with the other large chemical reactors or mega chemical reactors, and I think I want to just leave this area over here for more like passive crafting stuff, so I don't have to like run recipes and all that stuff over here. Like this one is, as we know, creating radon. We don't know how much. We have a ton of it, but it's not full yet. Yeah, we have 565,000 buckets of it. And yeah, and then we got our hydrochloric acid or ammonia and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to leave these just passive crafting stuff, and then we'll have our large chemical reactor over here. Doesn't really fit with these 3x3 machines, but it's fine. So I am doing that. Now, also, I didn't realize, and apparently this is the thing, if you stack these, if you even says on the tooltip, I never noticed that, quantity of schematics in item stack affects the tier mode type. So if you're ever placing a thing down, if you have 5, it is ZPM, I think. And if you have 6 of them, it will... Like, that's the osmium glass for a UV. And if you do it on that, it is CPM. So that is really cool. I didn't realize that was even a thing. So we will use that definitely moving forward, especially some of these things that require higher tier glass. Like that one required osmium glass. And we had a bit of an issue with our thing over there, because we couldn't place it. But yeah, so I'm setting this up to do item recipes for our active crafting, because we are starting to get bottlenecked with some of this stuff. For example, the HPIC wafers, it's a pretty slow recipe. I think it's like 3 seconds at what we were running it, but the problem is you need so many for recipes as we go up the thing. I think this requires like, yeah, 2,000 of those. So it just adds up. So that is why I am finally getting around to doing this. I do need a output. Are short on those. I will craft up a bunch. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then I'll do... I don't even know what... Here did a place. Yep, place the ZPM energy hatch. I think it can go down here, right? Trying to remember if that was a valid location. I think it was. I think it can be any of these, right? We'll place that, and it should form when I place that. All right, so we'll get that set up, and then that will make that much quicker. I haven't got the pyrotheum and cryothium combs yet. We're still chugging. We're up to like 149,000 indium mysterious crystal, so still have those going. I haven't got to the other ones yet. I think we have, yeah, we're up to 344,000 phosphorus now from our bee that wasn't even running that long. So yeah, bees are pretty amazing. All right, I'm gonna wait for that, and then we'll get to crafting up more of these energy clusters. I really like them. We have 3 now in our Lapatronic capacitor, and we're like halfway up to like an ultimate battery almost. that requires 8. We have 3 of them, so that is pretty cool. All right, been working a little bit here. I have gone ahead and got the cryothium bees that we need, so we are producing combs and the dust. Now I just have one bee of each, so we'll see if we actually produce enough cryothium dust with one Vulcanus, and we'll see like how it just kind of works out. I just started another energy cluster craft, so we'll see when it we're smelting up thousands of ingots here, but hopefully we can see how much better this works with some of the upgrades we put in. Like obviously we upgraded our Vulcanus, so we have the super buses, we have lots more room for radon. I do need to add more. I will probably do that after this craft, because I think the trinium, although actually now I'm thinking about it, yeah, we have so many of those. It's the energy field things that are so expensive that costed so much, but we have 56 of them right now, so we're actually not going to have to craft up massive amounts of those. But I do need another Vulcanus. I'll probably craft one up after this. I just don't know. Maybe we'll switch like the heating vent to over here. I'm assuming they can share, but I don't know. In case you're wondering how I did that, I basically have 2 fluid extractors here. I just kind of converted over what we were doing. We were used to be crafting up the 2 dusts. Now I am just piping in the dust directly into the fluid extractor. I kind of just switched it over. And the way I did that was item filter cover import, and then set it to the pyrotheum and cryothium dust so it didn't pull out the wrong dust. So yeah, those item filter covers are pretty cool. Don't use them enough. My big complaint with them is that they don't really work well with GregTech pipes. So like if I set the thing to pyrotheum on a GregTech pipe, it'll still push through whatever. But if the machine is importing it, then it will work. So that I have gone ahead and also finished setting up our chemical reactor. I fixed a bunch of the recipes, so I have changed them all to the dual recipes if needed. We can see each of them have a fluid, and then I've done that with all the other ones as possible. So I mean, this is barely running. That thing, oh, it's running. Okay, so here we go. This is what, like, we just needed like thousands of these. So I was kind of curious, like, now it's a 60-second recipe. I'm curious how much it does all at once. Like I said, this is only ZPM. We could even speed it up if we want, but it was just easy. I had all the glass done for ZPM, and the ZPM line was already right next to it, so yeah. We have 46. I wonder if it's going to do all of that. We have upgraded quite a few things on it. Did I say it was in there? 46? 34 or something like it did? Yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. I think it was 3 seconds. If I remember, I think it was 3 seconds per craft. So it's doing 30. It's definitely, like, speeding up. It's still pretty slow at ZPM. I think it was actually... I think this may be running at a faster... Yeah, this is actually running at... no, this is running at ZPM. So, Anyway, that is crafting up. So I will just kind of see if I can spot any other things that we need to, like the bottlenecks. As we can see, the blast furnaces are definitely starting to turn into bottlenecks. I do have it on batch mode, so a lot of times, like, it's once it goes through all the difficult stuff, it just clears it out in like seconds. But like the first, I think that might be trinium. I don't know actually what it's. I can look over here. Oh, it's doing the Naquata alloy. As you can see, I mean, it's doing like hundreds of ingots all at once, so it's not as bad as it looks. It says 240 seconds, but it's actually doing, you know, like 500. It might be even... I wonder if it's capped out by the radon. I don't know. I'll look at that when it finishes up. It might be capped at the 512 radon. Okay, we are keeping up with the pyrotheum dust and the bryothium dust. We're up to 4,000 with that. One thing, and I have no idea how this happened. Somehow 8 Americium ingots got in there. I have no idea how they ended up in there. I don't know what happened. I don't know. How did Americium get in here? I don't know. It's a bit funny. I just went to look at the thing and there's Americium in there. Actually, did that... the recipe? We're trying to look for 8. No, it doesn't even look like... There's 8 there. That's a bit funny. I don't know. Something funny happened with the Americium. Somehow it ended up in there. Alright, but, oh! That's probably what happened. Alright. That didn't craft that up. I changed... did change something. That's 16. What are those called? Duels? Wonder if it... I wonder if it made those instead or something like that. Is that what it did? So that is... It wouldn't be that one. If anything, it would be this one. Yeah, because they all use the 3 and the gallium arsenide. That's probably what happened. Yep, we needed 2 of those. That's how that got in there. Alright, well, dang it. We just... It must have... We were probably smelting up the Quada alloy we were. Alright, so we got clashing recipes. Alright. So... That has actually... I haven't noticed that be a problem before. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with that. We'll probably throw it in here. Just do a separate recipe over here, I'm thinking. Or... we have room... I can't remember if we have... Yeah. I think we need 9 casings, don't we? I don't think I have room for another one. Pretty sure we don't. Needs 8. Alright. So it only needs... Nope, there's a maintenance hatch. Yeah, I don't have room for another thing. Alright, I will probably throw the recipe over here. I mean, these run at UV. It's kind of like our little special recipes that clash. Let's do... this one. Move. And That one won't clash. That one will. And Europium, I don't even think we're crafting those up. There are some that we have to craft up the other ones. But for the most part, I think we're basically only crafting these up. I think we do craft some of those up, but... Alright. Yeah, so I'll just do that. Unfortunately, we did waste 1,000 of those. Oh well. Quick enough. I mean, look how fast it just goes through that in like a few ticks. It's easy. We are back. I am just fixing this Pyrothean thing. I totally forgot to change my Neutronium one, which we will probably... Well, I know we will be switching this over to bees when we... Probably after we upgrade our laser network, I'm thinking. And yeah, I didn't actually know this, but if you're actually out of Pyrotheum, I just thought this was kind of funny. If you try to turn it on, you immediately get problems. I didn't know that was the thing. I was like, why is this? Every time I turn it back on, we would get a problem right away. I didn't realize it was because we were out of Blazing Pyrotheum. It's when I switched over the things from P to P. I forgot to do that one. Thought I would point that out. Alright, but we have crafted up our... Find the, the fusion one. I have crafted up, I think, 7 of these now. Yeah, we're up to 7 of the UV ones. Unfortunately, we are starting to... We're getting to the point where I am running out of the Lapotron dust from our bees. So, I mean, we don't have to get it from bees. It just makes it... You skip a whole bunch of resources if you do it that way. I think it needs 32,000 or something per energy cluster or something like that. 38,000. Oh yeah, see, we're actually out. It's more, 45,000-ish. So it does need to craft up more. But I'm thinking we should probably upgrade our lasers. I am going to drop another Vulcanus to speed this up. Probably a bit right here. But I'm thinking if I want to start running, like all these are running at UV, UHV, UHV, UV, UV, UV. So if like all these turn on at once, this is totally gonna like... We're not gonna get enough power through this, so I'm thinking probably getting close to time that I may need to start upgrading our laser network. And I will probably also add more... Thinking more... I'm jumping around here. Probably more outputs. Like we only have the... Oh, I don't have a down one there anymore. I moved it. Yeah, we only have like 16 amps. So I'm thinking probably adding more, like 64 amps of UV. That should last us for a little bit. What would that be? That'd be like 32 million. Even that, it doesn't like... Once you start saying it like that, you're like, it doesn't feel like that much. 32 million EU per tick now. UHV... Could do like a UHV... Yeah, we could do 16. Thinking... Dynamo... Maybe UHV Dynamo. 16. The 64 is usually like really expensive, but usually this one that is the annoying craft. But I don't know. I'll think about that. I probably will, yeah, switch this out for UHV, I'm thinking. Or we could just do multiple UV. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. I have all the stuff for the UV 64 amp. But yeah, so I'm thinking we'll do that, and then we were gonna do the ZPM, which can handle up to 134. I think that will last us for quite a while. And these aren't too bad with the component assembly line. All right, so I'm gonna start I think I should do this before I start upgrading the blast furnaces and stuff. Thinking, could even do like, could maybe even do like 4 of them. I don't know. Yeah, let me get these upgraded first. All right, we have crafted up. I just crafted up 10 of each. I didn't count how many we need. I think we need, I actually don't know how many we have. See, now I'm thinking about it. Like, how many of those? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna need more. I think we have about 12. But we don't technically have to upgrade them along the entire line. But we will eventually. Okay, so we're going to be breaking down our capacitor here. This is going to shut off the entire base, which is always a bit nerve-wracking. I'm going to move these because I think what we're going to do put them here. Now I'm pretty sure we could probably just go directly in, but I kind of like having the one thing so I can see like the colored cable. I was like, oh, okay, so I have ZPM going in there. Just, I like having that. All right, so this is all going to be broken down, and we're gonna, everything's gonna turn off. Most of the stuff I have turned off at this point, but also I totally thought I had this on a separate one. Oh well. I was totally thinking that was on a separate, which I could probably do. So it so it like never turns off as long as the thing is running. All right, I'm gonna do, I think here and here. For energy hatch. So two UV 64 amps. I figured why not? Let's just kind of go crazy. I love the sound of those. I don't know if you can hear that on the recording, but it's kind of like a soft hum. I don't know, I just think it's like really cool. Alright, and then I think I'm gonna do this. And maybe we'll put that somewhere. Should probably figure that out before I... Again, how about we like, I don't know. Just, yeah, let's throw it in the middle. I'm just thinking if we could have like a separate one, just solely for our AE system, but like off the top of my head, I'm like, I don't know which one would be best. You know, probably like over here would be better. Just the way I have this set up. Yep, change of plan. I figure let's do this now while we have this. The base is like kind of shut off. So that was the old Old energy hatch. Okay. There we go. So we got our power going back in. Yeah. And then we're gonna do this. I've gone ahead and done 2x superconductors. You can see this holds 64 amps. Like, I know it's superconductor wires, they are expensive, but these high tier ones just hold so many amps that it's just like so much easier just to do the superconductor wires. ZPM possibly, UV definitely, I think, because the 1x holds 32 amps. I just think that's pretty cool. Okay, so I think, yeah, that is that, and then we'll come down here. Double check that. Yeah, those are UV. We'll just throw a small one right here. I don't particularly like these here anyway. I will probably redo that at some point when I decide to switch over all our pumps and stuff to quantum things. But for now, we'll just leave that where they are. All right. Couple extra. I thought I needed 22, but I only needed 20. Okay, so there we go. There, I think we are good with that. Right, those are dynamos within the right spots, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think we have 66 million if I did... I think they do 33 million each. It says on here. Oh, it doesn't. That's right. Because there isn't a... I was looking for the laser, but they don't have the laser UV 64 amps. Yeah, I think it's 33 million EU per tick each. So we got 66 million going in here, which is cool. All right, so then now... I guess we'll do... Let's go to the left first. So don't forget to turn that off, otherwise it'll blow up. I haven't done that yet, but I keep waiting for it to happen at some point. Now, I actually don't know... I'm not sure what would happen if I have a higher source and like a lower target. I actually don't know. But we are not going to find out. Target. Actually, I'm going to have to replace that. I should have done that before I did that. Off, right? Alright, I'm not going to hook that up until I fix that. I just don't want explosions. But I did want to get that done. Source. Green. Connect. We're back on. Okay, cool. So now I have 1,000 amps going down here. 1,000 amps of ZPM can be transferred, which is an insane amount. 134 million EU per tick if we need. But we're not even inputting that much, but I wanted to do that so we are prepared for upgrading. So I'm going to continue doing all this. And then At least to that one, I guess. Because this one is really the one I needed. Lots of power coming in here. Target. And then, of course, I just got to make sure I don't blow this up. Also, I need to turn all this stuff into wireless. One of 87 million things that I need to do. Haven't got to it. So, source. Target. Alright, cool. So I'm going to continue doing this, and we will probably get the next Vulcanus crafted up as well. So I'll do that. We'll come back. And quick update, I am adding a second Vulcanus here. We will probably keep expanding this. I know, Mega Blast Furnace, I know. It's better, it's awesome. I just hate it. It's so huge. And I just think it looks terrible. I don't know, we'll probably get it at some point, but yeah, for now we're just doing Vulcanus. It's not too bad. I have gone ahead and, as we can see, I have switched over. I did a 16 amp dynamo UHV. Really, once you get the base dynamo, upgrading it's like super cheap. The actual dynamo part is the expensive bit, so I figured let's just do the 16 amp. So, gone ahead. I have left this one. This is our neutronium. I'm just going to leave it UV for now, because like I said, we're going to switch over. And then this doesn't get used very often, just a couple things. This is never the backlog, so I didn't adjust those. And I haven't messed with that, because we don't use the blast furnace as much. The smelter, I mean. It's rarely the bottleneck either. So, yeah, gone ahead, crafted this up. And I have made these UHV, and I decided I think I actually want to make them even higher tier. So what I'm gonna do is make these, what is the next one? UEV, I think it is. UEV power, I think. I'm gonna make this UEV power as well. Now, we don't produce anywhere near enough for all these to run at the same time, but I'm thinking our capacitor is getting, since I keep upgrading it, it's getting large enough that we can run this stuff at UEV for quite some time before it starts becoming an issue, and then I can always add on extra turbines or something, like if I want. I can just have them switch on when we are doing lots and lots of crafting. But at this point, I'm thinking with 2 of these, which I hope we craft up, blazing pyrotheum fast enough. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna just turn all the dust that we get into liquid and then put it in a tank, is what I'm thinking I'll probably end up doing with that. Instead of doing it in those little tiny ones. I think we'll do that. Alright. So I think we are good. Oh, I forgot to do, whoops, maintenance hatch. I think we're good, right? I think that's everything. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I guess we could try... I know bedrockium was kind of an annoying thing at the moment. It is a very slow craft. Yeah, 332 seconds at, well, even more, 400 seconds at ZPM. Alright, so we're doing 100. As we can see, still 1,000 seconds, but we're crafting up 100 at the moment. I mean, obviously this is batch mode, so we'll do batch mode. I like batch mode, I don't know. We'll do that. That's probably why I only did however many 8 or whatever it's probably doing. Whatever the parallel is. We got that, and then obviously this has been upgraded as well. Alright, so that's one thing. Next thing I have noticed, one, we have a bit of an issue with our diamond thing, and I haven't sorted out how I want to deal with that. There's a few things we need to deal with. Cosmic neutronium is another thing I need to deal with. And basically I am in between crafting up the energy cluster things. These things we are probably... Yeah, we're just a bit underneath our Lapatron for the next one. I just keep waiting for it to fill up. I'm also looking at the infinity thing, because we do need 64 blocks for that quest, and it'll give us, I mean, it gives us 576 infinity we'll be working with, so but this kind of gives me an idea of what we need to work towards. So infinity, I do have infinity catalyst, it's being produced. I just haven't had it running at the moment. And then diamond dust, we are in a bit of an issue with that. And I may actually, let me do... Let's actually change this. I think the problem is... like, it's not using those first. Which, before it didn't really matter, but now we're starting to get into, like, we need lots and lots of them. And we are producing more. We are producing more diamonds. Alright, there we go. So now it's using the diamonds and crafting up the rest. Alright, that's a bit better. Alright. We could also, if I wanted to convert... like, pulverize this stuff down. Do we have a recipe? We don't have a recipe for that. I could do... I don't remember if we need flawless diamonds for anything specific. There's a couple things here and there you actually need a flawless diamond for, but for the most part... I don't think so. I could throw those in the forge hammer to convert them down into diamonds, but to be honest, we have 64,000 diamonds. Like, these two are useless, but that, I don't know. It's not going to make a huge difference. Alright, I am going to do black plutonium, though. Alright, I have gone ahead and split our centrifuges up. I finally crafted up one for just the combs that we're going to need from our... Actually, going to turn it off. I'm actually going to separate out the combs and then, like, dust and stuff that we might be needing. As you can see, they're doing a whole heck of a lot of black plutonium there. I actually don't know how much it was, I didn't see. But yeah, I've gone ahead and set up one over here, which is just processing... At the moment, it's just processing Lapatron, Pyrotheum, and Cryotheum. I'm going to upgrade this, obviously, to a higher tier power so we can get more bees in there. Yeah, because we basically just did, like, the lowest level. And now we'll have to craft up a higher tier glass, which we actually have a lot of osmium now. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. And in the meantime, I want to really just quickly get this down. I actually don't know. I've never actually tried this. Can you actually share? Like, can you share casings with this centrifuge? I actually don't know. I mean, it wouldn't make sense that you could. I figured I would set this up and... yeah, stocking, output, energy hatches, maintenance hatches, muffler hatches. Alright, that should be everything. I don't actually know if this is gonna connect. I feel like it shouldn't be able to. But it does some funny things with even though it says the hatches don't work on the front of the thing, they actually do. So I'm just kind of curious. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that was correct. Alright, let's see if it actually both form. I mean, it would be kind of crazy if they did, wouldn't it? Alright, they both form. So maybe you can do this. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, every other multi-block you can share hatches. So I'm not surprised that it would actually work. It just looks a bit silly. Alright, let's, we got it hooked up. Yeah. Got the ZPM. And then... I guess we'll do... I like batch mode, like I said. And then black plutonium. So basically we're going to have a whole separate one for black plutonium, which is crafting up our cosmic neutronium, because I'm pretty sure at this point of the pack there is no other way to obtain cosmic neutronium, and we need so much of it for our UHV. The components require tons of it. Also, our AE cabling in our base has just gone insane. Absolutely crazy. Like, what even is happening here? Like, I don't even know which is like P2P and which is not P2P. So that has got to be fixed. Unfortunately, that would just like take me like real life days. So it's either I fix up the base or I try to do something new for an episode. So it's always a struggle. Okay. Dang it. I thought I did. Yeah, put bus on the middle. You know, let me switch that really quick. Alright, I got to wrap up this. So we are running pretty long here. But right now we're kind of like right in between multi-blocks. Like we got our mega apiary, we got our component assembly line, we got, you know, some of the mega chemical reactors, but working on the space elevator, which is kind of like the next one, is such a big jump that it almost feels like I'm not getting a whole lot accomplished, but I am actually upgrading so many different little things here and there. It just doesn't make for great episodes if I'm just upgrading stuff that I've already done, but I gotta do it. Alright, so that does work. It looks a bit silly, but yeah. I'm probably gonna get even more of these. And I'm thinking... we are still producing a bonus. I mean, we are getting 22.8, almost 3 million a year per tick off that one turbine. And I kind of like not being capped. So I don't mind that. But, yeah. Alright, so I'm probably going to craft up more of these. We'll put the centrifuge on the back, so it'll be, you know, 4 of them. And that will just be crafting those up. Alright. So there we go. We got our void miner running, getting our diamond dust and our infinity catalyst dust. Although that is probably being... That feels slow. Alright, I'm gonna have to go check those. That definitely feels like stuff is turned off. Yeah, that's definitely not all the void miners running. That looks like it's only one, actually. Alright, I'm gonna have to go check those. Oh, you know what it probably was? Yep, I probably... Oops. Totally lost. Where am I? When I messed around with the power, I probably messed something up there. Unlinked. All right, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Why did those break? Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.